make it look easy.
Gamegenic, ingenious supplies.
GameNight!
Hello and welcome to the 2025 Game Night Kinderspiel des Jahres discussion video. Today we've got me and Tashi and Brian and Mike and Nikki. We are going to discuss these three games that we have here. We have Topp de Torte by Wolfgang Warsch, Cascadia Jr. by Fortessa Elise and Randy Flynn, and Die Mausebande by Christophe Lara. And they are the pretty great nominees this year. I feel like we have an actually great category, and I think Wolfgang Warsch just keeps coming back. You know, last year he had a nominee as well, which is pretty exciting. You can't stop it. he did not design that game though, but he did do some other dice games that were nominated. So we're gonna talk about each one of these, and then at the very end we're gonna choose which one we would pick to be the winner, and then guess what we think the SDJ jury might select. So. First thing we'll start off with, why don't we start off with you, Tashi, and why don't you tell us about Die Mausebande and what you think about that game?
I liked it.
You liked it. You got more to say than that?
Yes.
And that is? No, I'm kidding.
Do you remember the game?
Yes, I'm trying to remember what I said.
Well, I think you said I liked it, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So there's more. I know you have more to it than that. You actually did pretty good at that. You carried the game for us. I do recall that.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I remember it.
Well, it is a memory game. Of course, you're going to remember it.
I really liked it. I thought it was interesting how it had the, grid situation.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really basic, like most.
Memory games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's obvious that they put it's hard work into this, because even though you're not really paying attention to these, they even have little details that are oh, that's cool.
Oh, you mean artistically
Yeah,
too? Yeah, that's
artistic.
pretty awesome. What do you think, Nikki P?
I liked the game. It's a good memory game. It had some fun elements when you add this other characters and what was it?
The bosses,
bosses and
Yeah.
stuff. It was interesting. Now, as an American, the theme with the teeth was a little odd.
Well, remember, it's the Tooth Fairy, but they don't have a Tooth Fairy.
They don't
if
have
this
a
is
Tooth
true.
Fairy. I
They have
know.
teeth mice.
I did like.
And they go in the forest.
Yeah.
I did like that there was the little box and you put your pieces into the little.
each thing,
kids can
each-
have a lot of fun.
Put the
with
moons in the one.
putting the
yeah,
moons and the different sized teeth into the thing. So for a tactile interactive thing, that's pretty
it's
pretty
awesome.
nice.
What do you think, Mike?
So this year we had 3 solid games. So
Yeah.
Die Mausebande, not really good at memory games. I remember playing it a couple weeks ago, and the first thing was I forgot what my card was, and I forgot what my picture was.
Yes.
However, we worked together and we did very, very well. That's for sure. I think there's a lot of cool, interesting pieces towards it. I like the artwork from it. Yeah,
That's
as you
great.
said, the theme, not so much on the Teeth Fairy, but I think
Fairy.
the Teeth
They take them
Fairy.
all at once.
Lots of things, all gone.
You grow up fast.
They do, but I like that it's cooperative, and I think there's some different ways to play, especially for these 6-year-olds and up. So
Yeah.
very cool.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me the most was the different sized teeth and having to find the
That, to
different
me, is
size
great.
art.
It's a challenge because you're like, oh, we don't need any of those more
Yeah.
teeth. We got to be looking for the bigger teeth.
And
Or
I
the
think it's
smaller teeth.
a nice change of pace from a memory game. So it's not just your bog standard memory game.
Right, right. Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I'm with you on that. I loved that you had teeth variety, and you're specifically hoping, the cards are going to give you each example, right, in the game. We played the advanced one that had an array of 4 tiles instead of the basic one, which was 16 tiles, right, instead of the basic 9. But I loved that. I loved that part of it. I loved that you had to be very, trying to commit to memory. Like, okay, we all say that.
Yeah.
And, I think I was the worst in the game where I would just go without people giving me hints. But that was, I think, on our second game. The first game we actually did pretty
By
pretty
the
good
skin
on.
of our teeth.
Yeah. Well, cool. Nikki, why don't you take us to the next one you want to choose?
The next one I want to choose,
Yeah.
Top to Torte.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed this game.
Yeah.
I loved the spatial recognition, figuring out how to layer your cake.
Right.
So you could get as much sugar as you possibly could.
Right.
I really enjoyed that, to me, unique for a kid's game.
Oh my gosh, I think that's really
idea.
tough. Yeah.
The art's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine.
Right.
And the colors and all of that, it's the bits,
Yeah.
the little sugar bits are really cool. And the jars, it's a double layer cardboard
So you don't
board,
bump 'em
so you
around.
don't bump them around. And that's always a nice,
Especially helpful with kids playing the game.
yeah, that's just a nice little
Sure.
thought
Yeah.
to put into a kid's game or an adult game
Right,
for
right.
knocking everything around too.
What did you think, Tashi?
I really liked it, but it was a little hard, I may say. But
As far as just figuring out that lineup
Yeah.
stuff, yeah. I
But-
think you did pretty well, though. Like, you actually were doing pretty great there for a while. I don't remember if you won, but you definitely were putting a lot more cubes out than sugar cubes than we were.
I think he won.
Brian won that
Maybe.
one?
I don't
Okay.
remember.
It's been a whole week.
Yeah.
I
So our
know.
memory, you're good in the game. You're good in the game for the memory games if it's that instant, but a week later we all forget.
Yes.
Roll the tape of who won.
Yeah. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. Nikki, I know you said the spatial recognition thing is unique for a kids game. I actually think it's just unique. Period. Like it's,
Okay.
I haven't seen it in even an adult game of that lining stuff up and making stuff continue to.
As I said, it kind of had a little bit of a feel to Wolfgang Warsch's, once again, forgotten the name of the game,
illusion.
Illusion, yeah. So yeah, I feel it had a kind of, it's not the same, but you're looking at it, you can't hold
Suss
them
it
next
out.
to each other and
Yeah.
stuff. You're just laying them, you're just trying to sort them, which I thought was fun.
But yeah, and then I also liked the light drafting of I'm going to pick one, but then I know my opponent is going to get the one I don't get.
Yeah, and you're going to get another new one from the pile, yeah. I kept passing gold sugar cubes, so I was hurting myself. What do you think, Mike?
I think Top to Torte is fantastic.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite games I've played this year so far.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
When we played it at BGG Spring, we actually played in teams, and I thought that was even better way to play because we were working together. We were seeing, is it right, is it not? And we would bounce ideas off each other. So I think that's really exciting for a
Yeah, I
game.
actually had fun because I think Aldi and I played as a team.
Yeah,
and, a new
I-
guy that we met was
yeah,
great. And
yeah, I think it was really exciting. So you can play, two adults. You can play adult and kid on the same team. I think there's many ways you can play more than the number of 4 players that you can play in
Yep.
the standard game.
I love
True.
just you cannot move it over.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
terrible
Like
one in the
looking-
game where
yeah, I don't know.
I put it out and I'm like, I'm not getting anything, and then we're like, oh, but wait a second, you could rotate it and at least
Yeah.
got a few more, few sugar
Yeah.
cubes. But
Right.
yeah, it's
So-
you think. Because it's tight,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
it's super tight.
The little
And
lines of
More
cake.
often than not, they would line up right on the corner and not match at
No.
all, and that was rough.
But I love that the mechanics in there you can grow with them. So yeah, there's the first off, is the idea of working together to see how you can build on top of each other. Trying to build those chains like there are in some other games.
Yeah.
But there's also the drafting mechanics. So if you're a younger player and you like this, I think then next you could play Seven Wonders Architects. That's a next
Sure.
game you can go up to. maybe even play Seven Wonders later, or play Fairy Tale or other type of drafting games.
Right.
And it teaches kids those mechanics in a really easy setting. Plus, there's the fun things. There's the dice rolling and turning over the medals and seeing little bonuses and stuff. It's a phenomenal game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Brian, why don't you tell us what you think about Cascadia Junior?
Yeah, this one I think is real interesting. I think there is, it's a nice like juniorized version of Cascadia. I actually think it's fairly meaty still for
Well,
what it is.
especially if you play the other side. You were saying that you felt it was really difficult
Yeah,
to get the shapes.
I think it might be a little too harsh to have to make that pattern to get a bear tile.
Well, ultimately, I think that's probably you just get one.
Right.
You know, you basically get one in the game. Or none, right? More likely. But yeah, you know, because I feel you can't focus on anything. You have to
Yeah, I think you really
have to
have
specialize a little bit on stuff to try
divide
to
and
do-
conquer.
yeah,
Like, am I
yeah.
going to go after the animal or the terrain?
Right.
Yeah. The one. Well, anyway, Mike, what did you think of Cascadia?
I like Cascadia, the non-junior game. I think this is a great introduction to it. We play the both versions. The base version I think is really straightforward to play. You can get.
Oh, you played the one with the shapes too?
Later, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played it later.
What did you think of that one?
I thought it was interesting, but I agree. It was a little bit. Was it harder than regular Cascadia? No, but it might be too hard for the age range on
Like
it.
a jump.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a jump. But here's the thing, when you're trying to figure out the eagles in the base game, those are all complex too. So I think there's a good balance on can you understand how to play the let's say the advanced version or the older version of this game, of Cascadia Junior compared to Cascadia played in the earlier version. I think it's solid.
What do you think, Tashi?
I liked it. I thought it was really fun. But I would say it was hard. But I feel like it, even though I haven't played Cascadia, it doesn't feel just like a very much watered down junior version of a game.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I think you were hurt kind of like I was, mostly by the fact we drew poorly on the animal and terrain. What is it?
Terrain or habitat?
Habitats.
Habitat.
Because we both drew a lot of ones, which is unfortunate, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Nikki?
I think
P?
she's still trying to get
I'm
over
just
that.
Yeah,
saying,
the
you
loss.
pick better,
Well,
right?
Yeah,
Habitat better.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
I got 6 ones.
Yeah, I think I got 6 ones as well.
It's a nice design. I really like the art. It reminds me of the what are those gold with the gold
Golden
spines,
books, the
golden
golden books,
books
yeah.
in a way. The
Yeah.
design. So, for me, it's like the memory of those, and that's nice.
Well, you got it. I don't know how you forgot that. You just got an alien. A is for alien golden
A is
book
for alien golden book. That's right.
as an adult.
As an adult, I put it on my wish list. All right.
And someone named Lincoln bought it for you.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's get right to it. I like tile laying games.
Yeah.
So
No doubt.
This one works.
Yeah.
I think I like making the patterns and organizing things. So I enjoy this game just as a game, whether you call it junior or not. It has a lot of elements that I enjoy in tile laying games.
It's got one of my favorite elements is a super short playtime. I mean,
It is fast.
it is very fast.
It is very
It's
fast.
Only
yes.
10 tiles is a
Yeah.
challenge. I really enjoyed it too. I have the most fun I had though was just arranging my
Yes.
creatures and habitat tiles because it was really fun. I was even worse when I played it. I played it with Scott, and I don't remember
What, your
I think
panorama ended up looking
I think
like?
I was working on that more than he cared about it. But, it was really fun. I feel these are with Mike and everybody else. I think these are 3 amazing
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
this year that I feel any one of them could win and rightly deserve it because they're all equally pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like that they're kind of 3 different games.
Yeah.
They're not-
Yeah.
100%. And they tend to always have some sort of a memory game, but I love that what it brings to the table. It's not the only thing that you're worried about,
Right.
and cooperative makes it fantastic.
Yeah.
Because
It's good design.
as I say, she was carrying us, and
Yeah.
that helped us in one of the games. The other game, we let her down. But I really love all 3 of them, and we had a great time playing them at BGG Con Spring. It was really nice of the jury to be there. Christoph, who's the head of the children's jury, was there teaching the game, as was Manuel, so it was really great, Fritsch. So now comes the hard part. We're going to choose what we think the jury would do, what they would choose. So it's really our favorite game, and we're going to do it simultaneously, and then explain why you think that you picked that one over the others.
Wait, are we doing the jury or
Us first. We're going to pick ours first,
Okay.
and then we'll pick the
If
jury
we
one
were
first.
on the jury.
Yeah, if we were on the
Oh,
jury,
okay.
which one would we pick?
All right.
So we're going to count. Give ourselves a moment to think about it, and then we're going to count to 3. And on
And
3, we're
point?
going to point.
All right.
And I will tell you, this is the only category I did well on last year. It
Okay.
was truly a bad year for me. Although, again, I think that those were all. I mean, it's a different jury than it used to be. A lot more kind of like us. So you know what I mean. They're more gamers, and they actually have gaming groups where they play a lot of stuff. And so they're a part of the whole zeitgeist that we're a part of as far as what we're excited about. And so I think it's a challenge. I think they're doing a really great job at selecting games. I'm not always sure about the category that they're in, but
Yeah.
I mean, I felt Cascadia might have been misplaced on that one. But if you played the basic game, which was an awful lot lighter and maybe a little bit, it was still more than
It's
this
still
game.
more than that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
But it was not it wasn't like an introductory game. It was you can play that game as an alternate version of the game. So, what do you guys? Are you ready to do it? Do you have an idea what you want to pick?
Yes.
Oh man, Tashi's ready. She's got her finger loaded. Okay.
I'm normally not ready.
You're really not? Okay, we'll give you a moment. That's
No,
fine.
I
No, you're
Okay, you are ready.
Normally
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, normally
I
not.
take 3
Okay, so we're gonna
minutes.
go. I said 3. We're gonna do a 3, 2, 1, and then point on that. So let me think, because I've been yammering and not really thinking about it.
For yourself, if you were on
Correct.
the jury.
I do know that part. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow. Okay.
Dang.
So we have 4 of us picking Topp to Torte, and you are choosing Cascadia Junior since you're on your own. Why don't you tell us why you would pick that one?
I like it.
That's fine. That's a very good. What do you like about it more than you like the other games?
Maybe this is just coming from an older kid, but I like
Okay.
it was harder and like more in depth, but not so hard I was like frustrated.
Yeah, I can understand.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I thought
it
you were doing
does.
great on this game, though. I don't remember the end result, but I remember her having a ton. I had like 4 or 5 gems, and she had 2 or 3 jars full already. So you at least did well
I
in the
think,
beginning.
If I remember, I think she also pulled poorly on that.
That one too.
Of,
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
lower
That's
end.
one of the lower things that's not so great. I know that was frustrating to you on, as we were saying earlier, Cascadia Junior. I don't know if you remember that, but.
I pulled so many 2s on my gold.
Oh well. So okay, well, now we got this one. Mike, why don't you tell us why you picked Topp to Torte? I know you said it's your favorite. One of the
It's a
favorite games of the year.
fantastic game. I love the mechanics. I love the theme. I think it plays both well with kids and adults. I think there's different ways to play,
Sure.
and it breaks them into kids playing a game that I would like to play.
Yeah. Okay, Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, similarly, I think this is a game that, regardless of the age grade, that I'd be happy to play. Like, it's not. I almost don't think it is
Last
a
year's
kid's
was
game.
amazing too.
Yeah.
Like that whole, like, is this bigger or smaller thing? It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
hard
That
too.
was
That was
I
hard.
thought
That was
that was a
hard.
little harder. Yeah. I was really shocked, and you know, it was maybe too hard for its own good. I'm worried about it for this year as far as the jury picking it, but I don't know. I think it's great.
We just need to get on the jury.
I know. What do you think,
Yeah,
Nikki?
right. So I chose this one because of its uniqueness.
Right.
It is unique to other kids' games that I have played.
Yeah, and as they were saying,
Yeah.
even just the games
Yes.
in general. Brian was
Yes.
saying that. I agree. I think the game's fantastic.
I was listening to what Tashi said about games and her liking this one because it's new to her. So I think some of our judgments might be a little bit weighted to I've seen that before
Sure.
kind
sure.
of idea. So the newness and people always playing what's new,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I didn't do well on that game at all, but I did do really well when we played. We had like an orange engine going on, which if you're getting like 6 or more orange every turn, it's just it is you have to convert a lot to
Sure,
get there, but
right.
it was. I think we did pretty well. I don't remember 100% if we won or not, but I think we were close anyway. And we also may have drawn well on the medals. But I think it's a really phenomenal game. And again, I think all these are really good. I had a great time, even though I'm teasing about working about the panorama. I still had fun with it. I do like the whole. It is one of the things. It has enough of Cascadia that I can absolutely see its lineage, and I feel that it's a really great representation of that in a slightly easier, a significantly easier way to play it. I'm still need to play it like Mike did with the advanced ones, but I just thought, wow, this seems way harder because some of those ones on Cascadia were pretty rough too. Saying about the birds or whatever was, Eagles was where they dare is really rough. Okay, well now we're going to get to what we think the jury would pick. Again, I think they made some great choices this year, and I really have no idea what they will pick. I was pretty much in the camp that this one wasn't going to do it, and now I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think it's
Just triple guess yourself.
I mean,
That's what
they're
it is.
all really good and distinct. This one being a cooperative.
The Masaban is a cooperative.
Really,
it's a cooperative memory game.
Right. Pretty amazing. Okay, so do you know what you want to do, Tashi? Are you?
What do you think the jury will pick?
I'm ready.
It's the most probably difficult thing for you to do is actually choose what you think a bunch of people you don't know anything about might pick. But we'll do our best.
All right.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to point to all three?
You could.
No, because the jury's only going to pick
Yeah, they're
one.
going to pick
Winner.
one.
This is
I am in the same boat you're in.
Yeah.
I have to think for a moment, just a moment. I mean, I'm satisfied with my choice of this as the best one for me, but okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Wow, it's a big mix here.
Yeah.
I think Brian and Tashi won a few years back on King Domino or whatever, where we did not pick it.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that the kids' game too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I forget these games.
Yeah,
There
you
are
don't
lots of
play them
games-
all the
there are
time,
lots
right?
of games coming out every
So,
year.
Mike, you chose this one by yourself.
Right. So I do like Top to Torte. Between that and Die Mauserband, they're both very unique. I think they both have interesting mechanics. And I think that I could go either way, but I do feel that I think they're going to pick the cake aspect and a little bit of that randomness and the dice rolling that appeal to kids more than the memory aspect.
Right.
On Cascadia Junior, I don't know, again, how many people are clamoring for an easier Cascadia game, but you probably could take the Cascadia Junior rules and play with Cascadia now. So I'm not sure that would been. I'm not sure they would pick that from that.
Okay.
That's another
Interesting.
option.
Well,
Yeah.
Tashi, you guys chose Die Mausebande, you and your dad. What do you think? Why do you think they picked that one? I mean, again, you don't know these people at all. I wish you'd met Christoph. He's awfully fun.
Yes.
Who?
Christoph is on the jury. He was here
He's a nice guy.
a week and a half ago.
Why aren't we here a week
You
and a
guys are
half
busy.
ago?
We're busy.
You guys
We're
are
busy.
busy.
Yeah.
Christoph, just come back. We'll hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really fun, and memory games are pretty popular in kids because, I don't know.
Kids have good memories. That's
They,
why.
they don't have brains full
They don't
of
have the
things.
distraction. Yes.
That's right.
All right. Many years of brains remembering things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine not full yet.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why I think it will get picked is I think it does give kids an opportunity to shine with their parents of having a great memory. I also think, and again, this is me hoping that I wasn't lied to, I think the theme is probably more resonant with kids of the tooth mouse.
Right.
And it's something
Well,
that is
you're-
relevant to them.
Not that you chose your game, but you also won a Kinderspiel award
Yes.
Yes.
for Geister Sachsuitmeister, or Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters.
Yes.
And I mean, I feel you have you're probably more clued in on that stuff than us, and you definitely picked. I know you picked that King Domino one, and
Yeah.
we did not. I don't know what we picked that year, but we were not. I think Nikki and I were both picking something else, probably something else from Wolfgang Barton. So, what do you think? What do you think, Nikki P? Why did you choose Cascadia Junior?
I felt like if the jury was looking for, here, kid, try this game.
Yeah.
And then, oh, you're good at it, or I've aged out of the junior version. Look, you
Yeah.
liked this game. Here's the grown-up version of it, or a more difficult version of it, or however you want to spin it. But I feel like it's a way to lead kids to a higher level of game
Right.
if they've recognized the name.
Right.
Sure.
And it also won awards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yep.
Exactly.
I feel, again, I would love it, I think, if any of these won. But this one I choose because it is a little bit more clear what you're doing. It's a little advanced, though, still, I feel, but I don't... What is the minimum age on this?
6?
Yep, 6+. I'm not around kids, I don't know. But I think that this one is a clearer game that would be... There is no ambiguousness. Again, it's once the same thing as this one where you have these tiles that might not work out for you, where this one has none of that. Saying that the opportunity to shine with the parents is pretty astute observation for sure, in my opinion. I really like, I'll be satisfied with any of them. This is literally my favorite.
Top
fun
Torte
to
your
play
favorite?
to play as an adult.
Yes.
But I don't know. I mean, it is hard. And Tashi was bothered by it.
It frustrated me.
Yeah. It's hard to it's terrible. I didn't get anything I wanted.
Right,
there.
and I brought it up. I was saying to Christoph earlier, I think the kids are going to manipulate or look hard, and I think that's okay. I think that's part of the game. And then when they get a little older, you can tell them, no, you actually part of your thing is that spatial recognition. Can you do that without looking, and that can help them grow.
Sure.
And I think that's how you can play with the 6 or maybe even a 5-year-old trying to figure things out.
Well, as I was saying, I was as much as I like this one, I was kind of waffling between these two as far as this one being more basic, in my opinion. Even though
Cascadia being more basic.
Yeah. If it really is, and this one being more of a cooperating, especially with the parents is great, which is most often how they're going to play those games, I imagine. But if you play with other children, I think that might be fun too, right? To see, as a team. I mean, I always, because what was that, Zombie Kids or whatever?
Yeah.
Which was a cooperative.
You taught that one.
Yeah.
I did?
Yes.
Well, cool. Well, there you go. That's what we chose for this
Yeah.
year. I'm glad you guys were able to join us. Thanks for playing the games with us, Tashi. I really wish next year we have to make more of an effort to get you to play some of the regular games.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, you graduated 2 years ago.
We
let you down this year.
We did
I know,
let
I
you
know.
down.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you have your own decisions. I hope you get a chance to play some of these. If you want to find out more about them, please check out our videos that will be linked in this as well. We have played all of them in the recent weeks. And thanks again to Gamegenic for sponsoring this episode and for providing accessories. And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you do, click on the bell to get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.